Bill's gonna go in there this morning and start chopping on the comfrey. It's pretty easy to cut, and it won't take long for it to come back up. He's gonna cut it for me, and then I'm gonna put it in my buckets and then put some water in the buckets. And it does really smell good when you cut it. Elle's gonna hunt. Thank you.
Get through. You put a sprinkler out here?
I will. We need rain. There's my snake dog. Ben. I'm glad he's in here. I'm going to be working in here. I like to pack the comfrey pretty tight. And then fill it up with water. And these leaves got all kind of nutrients in them. Minerals, whatever the soil has. Of course, our soil is not real rich yet, but some of you probably got some real dandy soil. And if you had comfrey, the comfrey plant would be full of nutrients and stuff. There's my helper. I'm not going to be able to fit all of this into buckets, but what I don't, I'm going to just put it in the garden and let the be like mulch. So I got 4 buckets. That one is no good, but I'll just fill them up with water. I like to put the buckets where they get a lot of sun during the day. That way the water can heat up and cook the comfrey. I don't think you have to. I think you probably put them in the shade, but I like to leave mine out in the sun. So I just got to fill the rest of the buckets up. Bill's going to lift this bucket up. He figures it'd be a lot easier. And then carrying it up with the ladder. He got it up. Yeah, that's come in handy.
Yeah, if we went again, we'd have to get a new one. It's getting old.
He's going to put this, what is that stuff called?
Elastomeric. It's roof coating for like a flat roof. Works pretty good out here. You need to put 2 coats on it though. There's different levels of it. This is a little over $100 a bucket. They've got more expensive ones, but I'm going to put this on there. And we're getting some small leaks. This roof is pretty flat, and it's driving rain. It's hard to seal it.
Yeah, he's got a pretty new roofing on it, but the plywood on it is real dry, and it pops the nails up, so we get leaks. And he's going to just go ahead and coat it.
Well, I should have put more of a slope to it before I built that porch underneath it. This was already here. It was a carport.
And we might have to do that someday, and I hope not.
When I put that screened-in porch on it, but I didn't want to tear into the main roof. But it really needs more of a slope because we get so much driving rains out here from the north and the south. You've got to have a good slope. And it's hard. These adobe houses you see out here, they don't make them flat anymore. They put a slope. You can't see it until you get up there, but nowadays they're starting to put a slope on them.
Yeah, and adobe houses used to be flat roof.
Yeah.
But anyway, he'll be putting 2 coats on it, and hopefully that'll stop the drips on the back porch. He has a roller he's putting it on. He says it's real thick.
Seams first, and anywhere there's nails at, then I'll second coat the whole thing. But that way I'll get 2 coats on all the seams and the nails. You can see where I've been patching it.
Yeah, there's the patches where the nails are and seams. I hope this take care of it.
Next time it's your turn. Hey.
My turn. I gotta go do some garden work.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, that's what he's doing. I'm going to dig this comfrey plant up and show you the roots and what happens when you dig it up. It breaks away from the roots that go down deep, so you'll hear it cracking. You can't always get all the roots, and just a tough plant. See if I can pull it up. Comfrey usually makes a bunch of different plants. You could separate them, put them by your fruit trees, because they'd help fruit trees. And here they just got gobs of root. See how they break off when you dig them up? So there's still roots. If you take all this away, there's still roots down there that pop up. It's amazing. I got a line of goji bushes here. I'm going to cut them back. I don't want them that high right now for this year. And they don't have no berries on them. So since Bill cut this for me, I'm going to trim them back. I usually don't like to walk over comfrey just in case a rattlesnake could be in them. But it's all clear. So I'm going to take advantage of cutting these while this foliage is down. And plus, the donkeys and horses love to eat goji bushes. Next year, I will get them out here because they don't need to be in a wet area. Since this is a sunken bed, it fills up with water, and they don't do as good having berries. They like it pretty dry. Here's a rose that I planted in here. The rose like more water, so it enjoyed the food forest. The picture they have here is not quite the same, but it's close enough. And then over here, on its own, a willow come up, a desert willow. So I'm hoping when I dig this up, I could maybe get several parts off of it. But we'll see. And the desert willow, it blooms off and on, and it's got pretty blooms on it, and it smells good too. But I think it come in with the flood water. I've been putting my goji bushes up on this walkway, and because they like dry feet, and I had them all when they were little in these drop down beds. But now they're bigger and they're starting to put on fruit, and I don't hardly water them. And then later on this winter, I'll be cutting them down and not letting them get all crazy. And they like to grow in bunches. And this here, I've been having a time with chokeweed. And here's some of it. It seems like some of the gardens, like this one, only got chokeweed, and that one only got Johnson grass. And why isn't it over there and here? Well, that's how it is. But I've been working on it. So in this bed, I put 3 or 4 lamb's quarters in here, and there they are. And I got comfrey. And I got a row of lemongrass and I got a young pomegranate in there. I don't want to walk in there right now unless I had my rubber boots on. And so this bed is really doing good on its own. When it floods in here, the water will stand for a long time. And all this tall stuff you see is sunchokes. One day, this whole bed will probably be nothing but sunchokes, and that's okay with us because I got lots of room in the other food forest to grow food. It's just a backup food. If crisis ever happened, we got tons of sunchokes in the ground, and so I don't mind it overtaking. I opened this bed to the chickens. It's really growed up on us. We hadn't had the time to really clean it up. What Bill did do, he just come back. There's a goji bush right there. Sunchokes. And inside there I got a cherry tree. There it is. There's leaves. Same thing. I don't want to walk back in there. But I do want to cut some of this down for the horses. We don't feed Johnson grass too much to them, but a little bit. And I planted willows through there to block the hard desert wind. And I'm glad to see they're up doing good. I like that. More goji bushes. And I made the pathway big because eventually I knew I was going to plant goji bushes on one side. And they help break the wind too. And I got some over here. Same thing. Trying to break wind. But this winter I'll clean it up. Right now this is a wasted space. We do have a peach tree, apple tree, and a bunch of goji bushes in it. And there's a goji bush. And but next year I plan on taking that hollyhock out. I don't need a big hollyhock in a growing place. First time I ever got that big. But we'll have to clean this up too. But it still have a ton of food in it with the sunchokes. Lots of food. And some of these sunchokes are getting tall. If we would just get some rain, they would get real tall. But I think they're doing pretty good with not having too much rain. They are starting to push the fence out, but I don't mind it. It's food. Well, that's about it on this bed, or this food forest. It does need some work. And here's Barbara's mint that she gave us, growing out. And I still might take some of these willows out. It just depends, because I need them on the west side where that hard wind comes in. I do enjoy having this food forest. It's just fun to see it go wild, natural. Even though you have to fight some unwanted plants like this, but it's worth having. The butterflies, birds, hummingbirds. Just love being out in the food forest. And chickens. Yeah. So, thanks for watching from Out West Homestead. Bye.